Good? Ish? We'll start doing some stuff and we'll get warm as we go. Just simple to start with. I just use pull. Very simple. All we're looking to try and do is get to work in and get some grips. Okay, so we're going to try and get a collar and sleeve. And if you can get a collar and sleeve, I want you just to try, once you get it, just try and off base and unbalance the person. Then let go. All right? You're both trying to do this. So you're both trying to get either collar and sleeve. Yeah, he gets it on me and he starts to off balance. Cool, sweet, start again. Yeah. So the fight is always going to be, as we go, it's just trying to stop him from getting those grips in the first place. Okay. So just try and get collar, sleeve, unbase and unbalance. Okay. If you want, you can use your foot to try and trip to off balancing, but no taking down. So we're not trying to put anyone on the floor yet. We're just getting grips and letting grips go, or stopping the other person from getting grips. Everyone cool? Make sense? Grab our partners, go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Perfect. Nice, good. If you get the grips, just try and off balance. Once you've unbalanced, once you've moved the person, let go, start again. Or switch out with you guys, so keep switching you guys, yeah? And you guys just carry on switching. Oh, nice. That's it. Nice. Moving around, lovely. Good. Nice. Oh. Good. Excellent. Nice. Trying to get the grips. So just trying to not let the other person get those grips. So if you go with me, move around. Yeah, so once I've got him, like that. Yeah, nice one, nice. Keep going. I want to see if you can see when there's an opportunity to grab a leg. Don't necessarily grab a leg, but just try and see if there's focus, there's attention on seeing if the leg is available to pick up. See if there's a leg available at any point. When you move the person around, does that become available? Nice. Does that become available for you? Just another minute or so. Good work. Nice. Good. Okay, change partners. Change partners. So switch it up. Someone new. We'll do the same thing again. So change partners. Switch you guys up. Switch you guys up. And switch you guys up, moving on with everyone else in the room. Yeah, go grab someone else. Paul. Guys, jump in with these guys. Jump in with these guys. Corey, mixed in somewhere else. Jump in with these guys. Yeah? Jump in with Harry. Yeah? Nice. Cool guys. Yeah, going to 3 with these guys. I just want to make sure everyone's doing all right. Whoop, nice. Good. Once you got those grips, just trying to make them off base and unbalanced. Nice, that's it. That's great. That's great work, everyone. Can you see where you could pick a leg? That's the question. Can you see where you could pick a leg? Oop, oop, nice. Great, lovely. Good, 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 good. Nice, you good? Oh. Yeah, nice, good, lovely. Good, there's your leg. Yeah, nice. Okay, so we're trying just to move around, just trying to get grips. Focusing on getting those grips. Nice, good work, lovely. do 1 more minute and we'll rest. Great work, everyone. Keep going. Lovely, 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 lovely. It's all of it. Time. Good work. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves. Give each other some feedback on that. Was that good? What was good? What wasn't good? Everyone cool? Not really a lot to say on that one, but it's just kind of we're just looking at trying to find ways of getting in close to the person enough to get the grips. We were saying this before, if I've got Joe, you'll see this a lot in jiu-jitsu. They come out like this. They don't stand up. Jiu-jitsu guys, generally, they don't come out and they're not upright like this, like you would see in judo. In judo, you'll see everyone's here looking for grips to try and sweep. Yeah, agreed? Or trying to do some sort of throw, and you really want the person upright to do that. Yeah. So if you're upright, they're upright, meeting you, you can throw. Jiu-jitsu, they don't. This is how they come out. Everyone comes out real low with their hips far away, so it's going to be really difficult for you to get your hips underneath them. So that's one thing. So generally speaking, now you're looking to wrestle more than judo. Okay. All right. We're going to go the same similar sort of premise again. All right. But this time you're going to try and pick a single. Yeah. So what do I mean? I'm going to get grips that I want. So I'm fighting for the grips. Okay. I want to try and get to one leg and pick it up. One way you could do that is to pull and make them step. When they step now, I can come low and bring a leg. So look, I'm just trying to pick a leg and hold a leg. That's all I want. No takedown just yet. Okay. You could do this from far. You could shoot for a single. That's fine. Yeah, but again, what I would like is to try and move in, get grips, and pick a single. Yeah, so look for grips, grab a single. Everyone cool? Don't worry, this is the hardest part. All right, everyone good? Okay, grab a new partner. 1, 2, 3. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, right? Nice, nice. Couple of minutes. Nice, good work, good work. Okay, so I get those grips that you want, and oh, nice. Yeah, try and pick the leg. So once you've got it, here, try and lift it up. So you try and stop. Only stop once you got the lift. Yeah, you got the leg one lifted. Yeah. You good? Yeah. Yeah. Nice, nice, good. Excellent work. Ah, nice, single, good. Good, lovely. Nice work, everyone. Another few minutes. Good defense there, Corey. It's good defense. Oh, that was cheeky. It's good. Try and get them moving. Try and get them moving. Try and see if you can get a leg close to you that you could pick. Good. Yeah. Nice. Hit, single. Good sprawl. Hey. Just another minute or two, another minute or two. Just another minute, let's say. Nice, good boy. Oh, lovely. Okay, time. Switch partners, let's do another minute or so with a new partner. Good. Pick wherever you want. Pick wherever you want. Corey, why are you the last person? That's it. I just want to work in threes. That's all. Okay, let's go. That's it. So try and get close and try and get over a leg. Nice and easy, guys. That's okay, no good. Good, nice, picking. Good, there you go. Just a single, just a single. Just a single for now. That's all good, it's all good, it's all good. Nice. Nice, good. Try and get a bit lower. So see if you can get low, as low as you can to get that leg. Yes. Even put your knees on the floor. Even put your knees on the floor. There. That's good. So think about level change. It's good. Nice. Good. Good defense. Good defense. It's good, Jack. Try and work your way in. So if you can get him to a front headlock, I'm not unopposed to wrestling dudes. So if you can get him into a front headlock and work your way around, that's good. Okay, come back out, start again. Doing good, guys, doing good. Another minute or so. It's good. Sorry, I'm acting as barriers, that's all. Good work, good work, good work. That's great. Just one more minute. That's better, that's better, that's better, that's better. Nice. Good work. Just a little rest. Okay, time everybody. Great work, everyone. Okay, grab some water, rest a little bit, talk amongst yourselves, give some feedback on that. What was good? Cool. So I saw some nice stuff. Like I said, if we've got Joe, like I said before, if their hips are way back, you're going to be looking to try and get in closer on top of the person to try and close that distance. Yeah, absolutely fine. There's no reason why you can't wrestle in a gi. It's fine, wrestle in a gi. But you also do have grips, so you can always use those to your advantage as well. Yeah. So I mean, personally, what I like to do is if I can come in, if I can arm drag, that's my bread and butter. That's what I try and do. So I'll find ways of doing that. In that instance, I'm probably not going to be holding the gi. I'm probably not going to be trying to get a grip and pull. I'm just looking to hook the arm. But I say that. There's no reason why I can't be holding the collar and the sleeve and then going pretty hard. Pick up the leg, yeah? So you can still use the gi to what you want, yeah? Holding the collar gives you great advantage of keeping the head, yeah? Keeping the head controlled because you really can attach and pull, yeah? No gi, if I'm gonna wrestle, if I've got the head controlled, you can look to try and free this grip. Yeah, this one, if I can attach nicely and keep the pressure on, it's a really strong thing to have. So, just something to think about. Yeah, everyone cool? That will make sense. So we're going to do one more round. This time, I'm going to start with the leg. So you're going to start with a single here. Okay, so I've got the leg in between my knees. I'm squeezing my knees together, and I'm holding the leg here. Okay. Here's the goal. The goal is either put their hips on the floor or put their hands on the floor. That's the goal. Okay, so I'll either put their hips on the floor or their hands. Okay, I'm going to start from here. The goal for this person here is to try and remove their leg. So try and get their leg away and free. Okay, your goal as the person top, try and find ways of putting their hips on the floor or their hands on the floor. Okay? Both hands on the floor. Cool? All right, grab a partner, play around with that, see what you come up with, okay? 1, 2, 3, let's go. Try and squeeze your knees. Yeah, so once you're there, start with your knees squeezed, hug both arms and keep your chest here, and try to keep your head in the middle of him, so your head on his ribs if you can.
And then what's the method of action to get them on the floor?
So you're going to try and find a way of trying to just play around with stuff, see what you find works, and then we can play around with it and give you some more details in a bit. Hey, yeah. No, just not feeling it. That's good. That's good. That's it. Go keep the. Yeah, nice. Yeah, beautiful. Nice run in the pipe. Nice run in the pipe. See if you can put his hands on the floor, Harry. See if you can put his hands on the floor. See if you can do that. Yeah? Rather than try and put him down, just want to see what you can come up with to put his hands on the floor. Yeah? Get out of the way. Okay, go. Yeah. Nice try, good. Okay. He's gonna free that leg. All right, get on top. If whoever gets on top in that position is gonna win it. Unless you, all right, sweet. Reset, start again. Perfect. Nice, if you stay. So let's see if he can get his hands on the floor. That's good. If he tries to remove that leg. Nice. Still got the grip. You still got the grip. I mean, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. He's massive. He's massive. It's all good. You did good. Both of you guys did good. We'll talk about it in a minute. We'll talk about it in a minute. Carry on. Let's do 1 minute. That's good. Yep. Free the leg. Yep. Good. Yeah. Oh. Whoa, beautiful. All right, time everyone. Everyone cool? Let's just rest there. Let's just rest. Everyone good? Just want to just share some things with you just to see what you think. We're going to move on from this afterwards. Paul. So just some things you can look at, you can think about. If you've got that leg, remember, like, always, like we were just saying there, small spirals, yeah, small movements, and sorry, and lowering the level is going to help because you're putting weight on the leg and you're turning. Okay, so look, I'm putting my weight down here in that sort of direction, that small spiral down. Yeah, that's gonna be one way of just taking the person down, just using the leg. Personally, what I like to do is I try and go for the back leg, yeah? We did this on Monday where we looked at utilizing a trip. So you could come here, come to the outside and kick the leg, or come in front, yeah? If I want to put his hands on the floor, I need to get him to go forward, yeah? So if I'm here, one way I could do that is by adding a wedge with my hand. So if I can come and wedge here, that puts his hands on the floor. Puts his hands on the floor, gives his back, I can jump on his back and kill him. Not really kill him, but you know what I mean. Okay, so I can be here, boom. I can just jump, carry back up on top of him. Okay, so just another option. Like I say, what I like to do is take that back leg. So that's one way I can do this. The other way I can do this is just to drop down and hug. And just hold hold those two legs together. All I'm doing there is going from just giving him I'm drawing his base underneath his center of gravity. So his center of gravity is here, leg is here. If his center of gravity goes off and I pull his leg towards him, he's gonna fall. Yeah, so I try and look at it that way. Everyone cool? Good, all right. All right, we're gonna carry on with escaping the back this week. So we're kind of working on back stuff, like trying to be on the back, controlling the back and escaping the back, yeah? Okay, just to get our heads back in the game, this is what we're gonna do. Joe, please. Go tight turtle for me. So we're gonna start in turtle, yeah? So she's here like this. I'm gonna start, for now, we're gonna do this with a seatbelt grip. So I've got one hand under her arm and one hand over her shoulder, here. Okay, so I'm keeping my chest on her back, all right? So this is what I want the person on top to do. I want you to try and keep your chest on their back as best you can. Person in turtle, you're just gonna try and put your back on the floor. So you're gonna try and get them off your back, right? But the catch is, person in the turtle is not allowed to use their arms. So you're not allowed to use your arms to try and take their hands off. You can't use your arms. I'm just trying to keep my chest to the chest here, chest to back, and just try and stay on top, or try and keep that position. Okay? Cool? So no using your arms. Give it a go. 1, 2, 3. Grab a new part. So no using your hands. Not easy.
Ah, okay.
I guess I'll let this happen as well.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm sure it's not me
Yeah, I can't get my head around what way it's going.
Yeah, see that?
Yeah. And then, yeah.
Then I'll bug it.
So, yeah.
Well, it looks like
what if you need a
Okay, time. Okay. Everyone cool? Yeah. So the idea of that was not for the person on the bottom. As you could probably tell, it's not really for the person on the bottom. This is for the person on top to try and maintain the back. Yeah, essentially, right? Taking away the arms, constraining the arms, doesn't really allow the person to escape. You pretty much need to use the arms to try and counter that, right? Okay, cool. We're all good. So just wanted to get you guys getting used to being on that back position and staying controlled so we can then go into this. So, back. So if you're on my back with a seatbelt grip for now. Okay, all right, all good. All I want you to focus on now, okay, is trying to free one of these hooks. So we call this, where these legs are wrapped around here, these are hooks, okay? And you're gonna have your hooks with your toes pointing out like this and in. Please don't, just over this. Okay, there you go again. So please don't lock your legs. So if she crosses her ankles, this may feel really tight, okay? But the reason why I don't want you to do that is if I now lock my ankles over the top and I bridge, is an ankle lock. Okay, so you've given them a win. Yeah, so we're going to just keep the feet apart for now. We're here and over, nice and tight. Everyone's cool. All right, the goal is this. All I want you to try and do is remove one hook and sit on it. Okay, if you can remove one hook and sit on it, excellent. You win. Okay, the other person, all you're trying to do is maintain those hooks and maintain this position. Okay, so they're trying to maintain, I'm just trying to free one hook. Okay, for now you can use your arms. I might take that away in the future, who knows? We'll see how you do. Okay, so we'll come here, I'm trying to take one leg away and I'm trying to sit on one leg. Okay, cool. What I want you to also focus on, if you go to this side, lying on the arm as well. So you're lying on the arm and the leg, okay? So you see if you can do both. All right, so just sitting on the leg, all right? And then we'll look at where we're gonna go after that. Everyone cool? Grab a new partner, 1, 2, 3. That's it. So just trying to maintain that control, try and maintain those hooks, trying to see if you can remove one hook, use your hips. How could you use that? There, nice, bridging into them. That's cool. That's good. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. Got one. You got one out. All good. That's it. So just trying to lay on one leg. Yeah, trying to lay on one leg. That's nice. That's nice. I like it. Can you move your hips over that leg? So try and turn a little bit more. Yeah, that's good. You had your hip, so I want you to try and get this part of your hip on his leg. So your hip, Indy. So try and get your hip over his leg. Sit your butt on his leg. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want. Try and sit your butt on his leg. Yeah. Perfect. That's good. That's good. Excellent. All right. So you go over, under. Perfect. All right. That's it. Good. That's it. Try and come over. Nice. Sit it on. Okay, so rather than coming off, I want you to just sit on his leg for now. Just pin it with your butt. So sit. So now get right up, and sit on his hip. Yeah, that's it. That's good. That's all I want for now. So, Harry, if you got me, what I want you to try and get to, if you're here, yeah, is sit and just sit your butt on there. So if he tries to try and remove the leg, I can keep my weight on it to keep it still. Yeah, so I just want you to try and sit your butt on his leg. Nice, nice. That's it. You can use arms and you can use legs to remove those hooks. Arms and legs. You don't have to just use your arms. You can use your legs as well. How can you pummel with your legs to try and do it? Nice one, Harry. It's good. Good. Nice one. You got one leg there. That's it. Try to sit on it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. Try now. Try and bridge into him. So try and really drive your weight into him to push him back, and then see if you can free those hooks. Yeah. Good. Try and find ways of removing those hooks. Excellent. Excellent. Another minute or so. Good. Yeah. All right, let's go 1 minute and then we'll change. Nice, everyone. Keep going. Yep.
Elliot,
Yeah, go for it.
if you're trying to free everything in a certain, say you're trying to kind of roll out a bit in one direction,
One way.
is it like that's always to try and free the hook on this side?
Yes, if you can try and free the one that you're moving towards, you can actually put weight on it. If you free the other leg, that's fine. But you still need to put weight on it. So you'll have to roll that way to get that leg back, right? Because
The position that you're in now.
so the position you're in is it's a halfway house. It's not like you're not escaped, but you're no longer have someone. You're not got danger as much of someone being able to submit you. So if I'm looking to escape one leg, look, I'll try and go to one side here, and I can even if I free one, I could free the second.
Yeah,
and
sure.
set. Yeah, I could free one and free the second. It doesn't have to be just one, the one that I'm going on. It could be free one, get the second. It doesn't matter.
And like the sheep out there, so like, just so I made like,
No. So we'll talk about that in a minute. Ideally you want to try and get your head and shoulders on the floor. So you've got to find a way, which way is the best way and how you would look to do that. You've got over and under. So you've got this one. The problem you have with this, if I've got Elliot here, so if you go here, if I'm over and under here, I'm creating a like a ring around his head. So I've got one arm here, my head the other side. So he's either got to beat my head one way or beat my arm the other way, right? So we're going to talk about that now anyway. We're beating the head and beating the arm.
So should we be
Yeah.
trying to get out of the seatbelt thing and the hooks at the same time?
You'll have to look at one than the other. But to be honest, it's the hooks that are doing the control. The back, that's there. This is dangerous once you start throwing in submissions. So we start looking for chokes, RNCs or collar chokes. We're in a gi. If you're in a gi, I wouldn't really be doing this. I'll be trying to go here.
Oh, sure.
Because now I have I don't even need my hooks and I can finish, you know? But that's all good. Nice questions though, good questions. We'll talk about that now anyway. Time, everyone. Good work, good. So yeah, some cool stuff, some good stuff licking. So you are gonna be, when you're trying to free a leg or you're trying to get on a leg, you have to be on one side, right? To be able to put any sort of weight on the leg, you need the floor underneath you to put pressure on, okay? So you've got to be on one side or the other. Which side? That's the question, right? Sometimes you may not pick the side. Sometimes it might be picked for you by the person, how they roll you, okay? This is just the first part, just trying to free a leg and sitting on the leg, okay? We need to do more, and what we need to look at next is trying to put our head and shoulders on the floor. The reason for that is if I put my head and shoulders on the floor, it'd be very difficult for the person to choke me. Okay, so Corey, if you're on my back here, okay, let's say you've got collar choke, so you've got one hand here, one hand here. Okay, if he just pulls down and pulls back, he's got a collar choke. Okay, right, he keeps his head in nice and tight. This makes it even worse. Okay, so there's two ways of looking to this escape, and we'll explore it a little bit more. You can go towards the head or you can go towards the arm. That's your two sides. You only have two of them, yeah? So if I come here and I'm looking to try and if he's got his head here, I need to try and beat his head. So I need to get my head this side of his head, because if I do that and I can sit, I know I'm fine. I don't even have to worry about the choke. Yeah, try and choke. It's not there because he doesn't have the angle to be able to choke me. Okay, so I have to be here. If I can get my head and shoulders in here, I'm all good. I'm fine. Yeah. That's kind of like, I think some people will prefer going that way, especially in a gi. Yeah, especially in a gi. If I go the other way, okay, this becomes a little bit more of a problem because it's not the head that I need to beat, it's the arm I need to beat. Yeah, so I'll need to try and find ways of lifting the arm over my head so I can now lie on the leg and I can be off to the side. Yeah, okay, so this is fine. Yeah, especially if the person lands on his elbow, but we'll talk about that another time. Okay, so we're here. All right, we're going to either beat the head or beat the arm. Okay, so I either got to try and get my head and shoulders on the floor here, or head and shoulders on the floor here. Yeah, don't worry about the escape for now. Okay, I just want you to try and get to those positions, and then we're gonna run the escape in its own right. Yeah, because I could show you some stuff, but realistically, it's not going to work. What's going to happen is you're going to end up in a scramble, and whoever gets on top wins. That's the way it works. Yeah, it's just being realistic. Yeah, I could show you some stuff. Putting your hand here, try and do this. Yeah, yes, we can start with our hand there. That's great. You may not get it, but realistically, what will happen? You'll scramble. I'll scramble to get on my knees. You'll scramble to get on your knees. The person will either get into a mount. It doesn't really matter where you end up. The person's no longer on your back, and that's a win in my book. Yeah, the person's no longer in the worst. Like there's a reason why you're told never to give your back in jiu-jitsu, because it's a horrible position to be in. Yeah, so we're actually learning one of the worst positions to try and escape from. We can escape from here. We can escape from anywhere. In theory. Okay. Everyone cool? Okay, grab a new partner. Let's play with trying to get your head and shoulders on the floor. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. All right, another few minutes. Let's go. If you guys want to try and submit as well, do a couple of times without submissions and do it with. So build it up.
Well, I spoke to you about it. That was where you touched my son.
That's it. Ear, yeah, that's it. Ear to ear. Okay, go. Just like we did at the very beginning, Indy. So you like this. Yeah? Yep. Okay, go. It's nice. That's good. Just got to try and get rid of that arm now. Harry, it's the arm. This arm here. This arm here is stopping you. Yeah. Try and push up and over. Try and get it up and over. Now you're out. Now you're out. Now you're out. So you get that hand up and over your head. Just so you're going. All you're doing is trying to get your shoulders and your back of your head on the floor, on the mat. Yeah. Yeah. Seatbelt or whatever you want. Start with seatbelt and then work your way up. Nice. Nice. Good. Yeah, that's it. So you got one way or the other. Yes. Now that way. Go that way. Bridge. Oh! You try to get your head and shoulders there. You did good. You managed to get out. That's great. But once you got that hand over, just bridge yourself. Put your head and shoulders on the floor, and then you're fine. Yeah. Rerun it. So it is, just reset. So you got, and then just turn your body, yeah, and now you're here. Now you're good. Now that choke, none of it's there. Yep.
Try and create space.
Okay, you guys. When you roll that way, both of you, when you roll that way, I want you to see the person on the back. If you cannot, rather than going onto your shoulder, go onto your elbow.
Right, yeah.
Go onto your elbow and see how that changes.
Towards your arm.
Yeah, so towards that arm. If they roll you or you roll them, don't land on your shoulder. Try and land on your elbow and see how that does for the choke. Yeah, so if he rolls you there, now go onto your elbow. Yeah, now try and choke him. Yeah. Now do it again. Now do it again. Land on your shoulder. Okay, now try and choke him.
He's kind of pulling hard on the back of his neck.
So the goal for the person on the back, if they roll you that way, get on your elbow, not on shoulder, so you can build base. Another minute or so. That's good, that's good, that's good. Nice, head first, and the body will follow. Nice. Nice, I like what you're doing with your hands there, that's good. That's it, that's good, that's good. Yeah, yeah. Oh, he's got a grip. He's got a grip on the collar. Okay, time everyone. Talk amongst yourselves, give some feedback. Everyone good? Okay. How'd you find it okay? Yeah? Okay. So you either beat in the head or you beat in the arm. I just, if you could pull on my back, I just want you to try it. Same thing again, similar sort of thing, but see if you can get out this time. So you're going to initiate a scramble. Yeah, you're starting again. You start this time with just no collar grips this time. Yeah, collar grips. We look at this slightly different. All right. What I want you to do is to start with this grip with your hands. You're going to make a C grip here. So this makes C. It's going to go onto the wrist, and this hand, the fingers are going to come over the top here. So you've got a C grip pushing down, and this one reinforcing and pulling. Okay, so this is where we're going to start. All right, same goal again, trying to get your shoulders, head and shoulders on the floor. In fact, this time, just try and get out away from, disengage from the person, okay? So once you're there, even if I go the easy way, here, and I step, I want to just try and get away from the person, yeah? Even if the person ends up on top, I don't care. If you've got out of the back, sweet. Yeah, so even if you end up scrambling and he ends up on top of me, he's in side control, that's cool. That's cool. From my perspective, I'm out of the worst position that I could be in. That's my perspective. Some people don't mind having people on their back. Personally, I don't like it. So, C grip and under. You're going to start in this position, yeah? You can go both ways. However way you want to escape is fine, yeah? But just try and work your way out. Think of all the stuff that we talked about. Freeing hooks, yeah? You can use your hand. Not in this case because you've got the grip. But you can use your legs, yeah, to free the hook. Or if I'm on one side, I might be able to pull one hand down to use and come back, yeah? One hand at a time, yeah? So, C grip, over, reinforce and pull down. Let's see how that changes things, if at all. Might not change anything. Okay, give it a try. 1, 2, 3. Grab a new partner. Okay, let's go. A couple of minutes. Yeah, so C grip. Yeah, and this one over the top, over hooks. Yeah, so you use all 5 fingers.
Yeah. Oh, like that.
Yeah, so all 5 fingers pulling down, this one pushing. Cool, let's go. Try and work your way out. That's it. Try and get your head and shoulders on the floor. So you start with getting that head back, leaning into him, head and shoulders on the floor. Nice. Try and remember, pushing with a C and reinforcing with your other fingers. It's good, it's good. Out, lovely. There you go. That's it. Finish that. That, nice. Out, out, out. Perfect. You end up in the guard. Who cares? Even better. Bueno. That's it.
Yeah.
No, wrist. That's it. This one pushing, this one pulling on the wrist. That rather than up, over and under. Yeah, that's it. Good. Go.
Which way are you going? You're going that way?
Any way you want. So you're gonna have to try and figure what you're gonna have to do with that arm if you go the other way. Head on the floor, head and chest, head and shoulders above the rest. Turn in more. Head on the floor, head on the floor. Yes, that's it. More. Keep going. Keep turning. That's it. Use the wall to your advantage. That's it. There's no walls in jiu-jitsu, bro. There's no walls in jiu-jitsu, bro. That's it. Good work. Oh, your heart. All right, Tony Stark. Great work, everyone. Keep going. Last minute or so, and then we'll. Is it trying to get those head and shoulders? So that arm. That arm. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is.
Once I overcome this one small thing,
Lovely, 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 lovely. Good. Okay, time everyone. Good work, good work. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh. How'd you find that? Good, bad, ugly? Everyone okay? All good? Yeah? How did you find that grip? Rather Monday people, how did you find the grip compared to the stuff we were doing Monday? I mean, it was a bit of a different scenario because we had the gi rather than the seatbelt grip, but
I felt Harry's grip was so strong. I just focused on the legs.
yeah, to keep that there. Yeah, that's all good.
I found it less limiting than having the elbow and shoulder.
Yeah, you could move a little bit.
Yeah, you could sort of move it around and hit it back up if you need to.
Yeah. Yeah, but you were struggling with the shoulder to try and get the arm back to get it. I think, like I say, if you've got that control here, if I can get that shoulder controlled, then I know he can't pull back very easily. So that's kind of the reason behind that. But this is quite nice. This doesn't really work so well, I don't believe, if you've got the grip already in. But if they're in a seatbelt grip, you can reinforce and pull down. That way now I can either look to go one way or the other, but I've always got this hand here. This makes it a little bit easier also to raise the hand over my head because I can pull and raise over. Yeah? And I forgot Corey. Corey's on my back. Here. If I'm pushing down and reinforcing, I'm at the end of the lever. Yeah? So I'm now stronger here. Yeah? And I'm also reinforcing with a frame here. So I've got pretty good positioning, like alignment for me, for my frames, okay? So now I can come here, okay? If I look to try and go on this side, I've got to beat the head. Let's face it, if the person's really, really tight, this isn't going to be a nice thing to do, but you're going to do it anyway because we're in jiu-jitsu, we're fighting, and we're not being nice to each other. We are nice to each other, but, you know, sometimes you have to be nasty to be nice. So I'm here. I might just start to drive my head across to come in and start to drive my head on the floor. But I've really got to try and get my head on the floor this way, this side, actually on both sides, yeah? If I go the other way, as long as he's on his shoulder, I'm okay. As long as I'm on his shoulder, as long as he's on his shoulder, I'm okay. Yeah, but I've still got to try and get this hand over my head to try and escape. Yeah, to have a chance of escaping. Okay. If, just for the person on the back, if we go this way, yeah, and he lands on his elbow, now I'm in a little bit of trouble. Yeah, he has built base. He's got base now. If he can grab my collar, I'm in a world of trouble because he can choke me. If I don't, if I'm on my side, yeah, if I'm going to roll the person, this is always quite safe. Yeah, you've got to beat the head, right? If I don't beat the head, I could get choked. If I go the other way, as long as I'm able to free this arm, I can get this hand over my head, I should be okay. However, or if I can keep the person on his shoulder. So once again, if I come here, look, if I can pull and go onto the shoulder, I'm going to be okay. I don't control this arm in any way, especially in a gi. Don't control this arm, he pulls onto his elbow. I'm in trouble. Yeah? Cool? Just a couple of things to think about. All right, we'll do a few rounds to finish then. If there's any questions on anything, just come and grab me and we can talk about it. I'll jump in, we'll move around, one person will rest, and we'll just have some fun. So we'll do 3-minute rounds, 30-second changeover, and just keep going until we either get booted out or throw up. Cool, let's go, 1, 2, 3. Bye.